And it doesn't happen a whole lot on this particular podcast, but let's lead off with the Los Angeles Lakers, guys, who have been absolutely on fire as of late. Now, of course, we're recording this after their winning streak comes to an end. They had won 9 games in a row before losing to the Detroit Pistons last night. But overall, the Lakers have been playing absolutely unbelievable basketball. They've been playing a lot better on the defensive end. Their clutch time plays continue to be phenomenal. And Nick, the play of Luka Doncic over the last month or so has been otherworldly.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be seriously considering him for an award at the end of the month that we have coming up. It's only the 3rd iteration of our Heart, Hustle, and Selflessness Award, but Luke is making a strong push for at least the silver or bronze candidacy, despite, the hustle part of his defensive game, I mean, despite that, he's averaging, I heard this morning on the Hoop Collective, which we like to reference on this podcast a lot, that he was averaging 36, 8, and 8 over like a 6 or 8 game stretch, which is just absolutely ridiculous.
Well, here are the numbers over each of the games. Over the winning streak, he averaged 40. And some of these games are crazy. He had the 60-point game at Miami the night before he had the 40 in Houston to put away the Rockets. I mean, in a brutal back-to-back, which I don't know how many people expected the Lakers to win both of those games at Houston, then getting to Miami late and beating a good Heat team, and Luka scoring 100 points in 2 nights. I mean, that's just unheard of.
It's why he's one of the best players on the planet. It's why we always consider him for an MVP, even though he hasn't got it because of what Nick said of his defensive efforts. But, this is what he does. He is just – I hate talking about the Lakers and I hate watching the Lakers, but he makes me want to watch the Lakers because he's just so fun to watch. He's just incredible, especially over this winning streak. The winning streak that just ended. But he was just absolutely fantastic. But honestly, I want to shine a light on those other guys. A lot of those other guys came to play. Marcus Smart has been hitting the threes lately. Luke Kennard has been fantastic. He hit a big shot to win it the other day against the Magic, right? Oh, man. Honestly, I kind of like that play because he had so much time. He was so open that he, if you notice, he had time to readjust his arm sleeve right before he hit the game winner. This Lakers team might be the real deal if they can lock in like they just were.
Yeah, Ben, this is a team that's been playing phenomenal basketball as of late. What do you think has been the biggest difference in them playing this well as of late?
Well, it's got to be better defense. Guys are more bought into that end, seems like, including Luka Doncic himself is some has played well at times defensively, even scoring crazy amount of points in games recently. I mean, it's funny, but it's a good sign for Luka. You got to take that, and role players have done, a bit more better. Good for them. After me before with the Lakers, when they're struggling sometimes, be harping on, hey, these role players gotta step it up. But Luke Kennard, though, he's stepped it up since he came to the Lakers. He's hit the good scoring punches off their bench, plays a good defense. He had that big game-winning shot against the Magic. He's turned out to be a pretty nice addition for them that they got at the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that has happened over this stretch has been those guys at the top of the lineup figuring out their roles and striving in them. I know we've talked about it all season long, even going back to the offseason, how they've got all these guys in the starting lineup that are offensive-minded, that want the basketball in their hands, and it's just not really going to work. And at the start of the season, we kind of saw that when the big three of Luka, Reeves, and LeBron James were all in the lineup. there wasn't really that much success to start off with. They were actually playing better with 2 of the 3 on the floor. But over the last month or so, I think LeBron has become very comfortable being a third option and being okay taking, 13, 14, 15 shots per game, maybe less, and just being ultra efficient. He's such a smart basketball player. He knows how to fit in with the shots he's taking. And with LeBron James stepping back and taking the role as being the third guy, a guy like DeAndre Ayton was literally forced to look in the mirror and say to himself, look, you're not that guy. You're not that guy. On this particular team, you're an energy guy. And he's been playing a lot better as of late. So I think that LeBron, recognizing that he's the third string or the third, option guy with the basketball behind Luka and Reeves, I think that has trickled it down for everyone else. Because if the greatest player of all time is stepping back, everyone else has to fall in line.
You follow that kind of leadership. You lead by example. It's one of the things that I've always admired about LeBron, especially in Cleveland. Like, him just willing his teammates, even in the first time he was in Cleveland, and obviously the second time, he just wills his teammates to be better. He makes everyone else around him better. And you're still seeing it, even though he, like you said, he's just taking a step back. But that selflessness is, like you said, it's infectious.
Yeah, Miles, you put it really well. I totally agree. I think it is trickling down, and DeAndre Ayton is a huge X factor if he can play that role for them. With LeBron taking less shots and less dribbles, like, it's not like he doesn't know how to play like that. Like, it reminds me of a little bit, when he was in Miami with Chris Bosh and D Wade. Like, he was trying to be super efficient and taking less shots and stuff. And even like if you watch high school film, he's not the one bringing it up all the time. Like, he had guards on those teams, and like he probably, I would imagine, like, had thoughts like that. Like, I need to play like I did in high school, like just slash to the rim and get out in transition and attack the basket and stuff. So I think he could be really great in that role. And yeah, that's all I got to say right now. There was something else, but I forget.
Yeah, it's just been crazy, Ben, how LeBron has played recently. Sometimes he's gotten off to slow starts, like the game against Detroit today. He didn't score in the first half, but still managed to put up a decent stat line, was 1 board away from a triple-double. But then he has games like the second time they played Houston last Wednesday, when he had 6 dunks in a game. I'm like, my goodness, how does a 41-year-old get 6 dunks in one game? It really is crazy how well he's playing his role right now for the Lakers.
Even 20 years later, we are all still witnesses.
Yes, we are. And he has been huge. And obviously, Luka's been great. Austin Reeves continues to play really well. And, I think this Lakers team, they continue to dominate in clutch games. Like, I have a friend here, that's a huge Lakers fan. Shout out to Brett, also known as BA. I know we've got our own BA on the podcast. The fake BA. But we're watching these ends of the games together, these last few. And when you look at the games against Houston, against Miami, against Orlando, and even this Pistons game, even though they lose, I'm just like, look, if they get into a close game, if it's within distance in the final 5 minutes, you're thinking that they're going to win the game, because they have Luka, who, when he's making shots at the level he was hitting them against Houston and Miami, then you're just not going to be able to stop that, because he is going to take some bad shots and make them, but also make some crazy plays, and you have to live with them. But if you're in a close game and you're the Lakers, you feel really good. And when they get out to a good start and have a decent lead, you feel pretty good too. I think the stat is when they have a 15-point lead this
14.
season, they're like 14-point lead. They're like 30-0 or something,
That's right.
Undefeated when they get a big lead. So it's hard to come back against that team, because offensively they have so much talent and they have elite offensive engines to lead the way.